It's Big Boy and his toys, and we got slot cars today. I'd like to do a shave video afterwards, but I have press for time today. I didn't start my morning out how I wanted it to, but it's okay. Enjoying my day off here. We got here the Ford the GTs, the Mach 4s. And here's the number one car, and this is the one with the offset outside mirrors there. So the number one in the red, and then the copper number 3. And what I have is, we'll move these aside here, and it is going to be the number 2 yellow. In this same style here with the offset outside mirrors there, and these are black on this one. That nice yellow number 2 is beautiful, awesome looking car. Just came out. I went the eBay route again to get these because I wouldn't qualify for free shipping from BRS Hobbies. So the eBay route it was, and the same seller had both cars. So that is the yellow one. Here's the black here, and these are the collector clear. So the body is actually clear, and then they paint where paint is needed. There's the number 4. And what I read on social media is this is black, and if you hold it into the light, you're going to see some blue sparkle in it. So once I get that out of package, I will check that out. But these are both great cars. They have all the same paint schemes as the number 1 and the number 3. Just its body color itself is different. So let's move these aside. So number 3, put that on that side. So yeah, the number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Hopefully that all got into the picture there. So yeah, got the 4. So that's a good compliment on the numbers there. Let's put these back here. Collector clear, or collector series clear. 1,115 on this one here, on the yellow, and then 1,136. So when I do take these out of package, I still keep the card, and then I just get a post-it and I write what the vehicle is on that, just to save the card and the card in it, and what vehicle it belongs to. And then I didn't bring my knife. The update on the GT Daytona with the defective body. Here it is here, still in package. The rear fender here, it is touching at the back of the wheel, so or at the tire. So if you do run this car with that chassis, with that defective chassis, you're going to warp that tire there. So you're not going to get the performance that you're after. And so Race Masters did acknowledge that, and it took a while for them to. I think they had to change production. There was another Daytona coming out, and instead of the green there, you would see a red. And my theory is they use those chassis there, these bodies, I mean, to fix the defective ones there, to get us the correct body. And I will not put there we go, from Race Masters there. They did give me a call last week to verify address where I wanted to ship to. So this is the replacement body inside this box. I would have opened it now, but I don't have my knife on me. So yeah, the replacement body is here. So if you've done that, you should either get emails or phone calls from Race Masters themselves, and to get that corrected. Last thing on the AFX Race Masters line is the yellow vet, the C8, and here's the red here. And not a collector series car. This is one of their standard lines, but still a hot car to get. And I got this through eBay as well. About I think 37 bucks or so. The only thing, it came in an envelope, padded envelope, so it's all got all crunched up here, but I don't see anything damaged or anything. The spoiler looks intact and so forth, and these are pretty sturdy here because there's another piece of plastic holding that car once you take it out of package. The one thing you do have to be careful of is the taillights, and as you can see, I am missing one because I dropped the car and it landed right in the corner. Here's the taillight here in the palm of my hand, so I will have to super glue that. It's the easiest way than to go buy another car, or the cheapest way than getting another car. You just got to watch out for those taillights. As far as I did see on social media, people were actually knocking the paint job of the yellow one, but mine looks fine. Looks just like the red one. I like how you can see the lines more in the red body. I actually like that. You can see them here in the red, but not as pronounced. But I actually do like that. And they just, you know, and this is the long chassis here. Let's see real quick. And that's a short chassis. You can tell by the pickup shoe. So the GTs are, I believe, yeah, they're all going to be short chassis. The GT40s, and then various cars, depending on the car. This is a long chassis. So yeah, so watch out for the taillights there popping off after an impact. And next, as you can see a lifelike set here. Let me fix these first. And put this guy right there. Get these out of the way. Let's move this here. Put that there. So yeah, on the marketplace, a few weeks ago already, I was looking at the marketplace to see what's out there as far as slot cars, and I came across actually a couple of lifelike sets. And this one here, there's the cars here. Great condition cars. These cars have been ran like crazy. You can see the pickup shoes are all dirty, things like that, bent. It's fine. I believe this is what they call a T chassis. And so there's the earlier lifelike cars had M chassis. And so I do have to clean these up and replace. Actually, I bought a tune-up kit for these cars, but yeah, lifelike. They had a good run with the NASCAR licensing here. As you can see, this is a Chevy body here, number 55, with all the NASCAR logos here that you would see on TV back then. And here's the Ford DeWalt. The Ford's a little rubbed off, but that's expected. This is a used set, so, but I mean, bodies aren't beat up or cracked. Snap right back onto the chassis. Nothing, no big deal there. Great looking cars. There. I did take the 9-volt battery to the chassis. I did it after the fact. I did have a 9-volt battery, but I forgot to bring. I just forgot it. I left it in the car. But I did it afterwards, and yeah, they work fine. I just got to clean these up. See all the dirt there? That's a magnet, I believe. And I will have to. I think I can pull these out. I should be able to pull those out and clean up all that gunk on it. If you notice here, this one's a lot cleaner than this car here. So, and one of these did slide out, so I should be able to pull those out and clean them up. And so yeah, later lifelike slot cars were a T chassis, and the bottom looked way different. And that was what the old lifelike logo. There's this little expansion kit. We'll get to that. If you notice the logos, this is the later lifelike logo for their slot car division. And the earlier lifelike, the logos what I could research is those had the M chassis. So there. So that, and then I had to get a tune-up kit. So if you do buy used products, slot cars, you want to get them cleaned up and tuned. And I went through eBay, Dave's HO Raceway Products, and this is NOS kit, some sandpaper, rear tires and front tires. That was interesting to see. Rear axle, pickup shoes, and your pinion. So yeah, front tires you can replace on these. So Race Masters, AFX, yeah, their tune-up kits don't have front tire replacement. So that was pretty neat to see. And then I matched up the when I was looking at pictures, I was matching everything up to make sure this was the correct kit I was getting. And as you can see on here, it's Walthers. This is when Walthers took over Lifelike at that time. And after that, the gentleman out there, Terry Flynn, Harding Creek Hobbies, he actually owns the Lifelike division of the slot cars. And you also have Lifelike trains, which is now Walthers. So Lifelike doesn't exist on the Walthers end for their model trains, but the track still does. Their Duralock track still exists. So I got a couple kits, 15 bucks a piece, so that's 30 bucks plus the 25 I paid for the set. So but you know, you want good running cars, so you got to get kits here. And we'll move these aside. And actually, I'm going to move these cars out. And next, I actually picked up an accessory pack here. So, well, actually, let's look at the set here itself. Basic set, smaller set. Like I said, there was another set. There was two sets on the marketplace. And the other set was actually, a guy wanted only 20 bucks for it, but it got sold quick. I didn't email him. I should have emailed him sooner. It was raining, it was storming at that time. So I wanted to make sure the weather was right to drive on over. It was the next town over from where I was at. Everything was close to my work. So, yeah, I didn't get a response. And later on, it was not on the marketplace, and it would have been a nice score. It was a real big set. It wasn't in box though. It was in a tote. And here's the set here. Everything's here. The cars you just saw, and then they do match the graphics of the box. And it's just a 11 feet basic set track. Interesting is that the controllers are hardwired to the terminal track, and then here's your power pack. There was only one curved track where the tabs were busted off on both sides. No big deal. I can get that piece of track replaced. There's little flags. Those are not in the box. It's not even, don't even worry about flags when you pick up a used set. Or, even if you have a new set with flags, you find an NOS set, just leave them there where they belong. You get a piece of squeeze track here, or they call it crash track. It's really close, so yeah, you can crash very easily. I haven't had a chance to set it up. I did clean the rails though on this, and then I wanted to get the tune-up kits first to have everything all nice and clean parts. So yeah, the seller wanted 35. We negotiated 25, and it's cool to have. It's just these are actually supposed to be really fast cars as well. And speaking of Terry Flynn, like I said, he owns Lifelike slot cars, the rights to that, and so he bought all the track and everything. And he sells what's left. And I got this through eBay, so he does sell on eBay, and he has his own website. So if you go the eBay route with him, the price is going to be a little higher than his website because it's free shipping, but the price of the item is because it's higher. It's accommodating the free shipping. If you go through his website, the item will be cheaper. You still have to pay shipping. It's just slight. There's just a slight difference. Actually, slightly cheaper to get it through his website than through eBay. So this is an accessory pack, and I came across, and this is brand new, sealed. I was almost going to open this, but I just wanted to show you first. This is a brand new item, and they're out there. He has them. He has these, and so their track is called the Durlock track system. Let's turn this around, and if you can see on this long piece of track, there's a tab right there. So there's one on each side. They meet at an offset, and then you would slide them together to lock. There's right here, Durlock, easy snap together. So they would meet offset, and then you push them together, and they would snap in to line up. The rails would line up. And there's actually a train crossing, and I actually have that train crossing for an HO train to do road and rail. And I do have that, and I also have an adapter set to run with AFX track. And now that I got lifelike, I can use the Durlock straight up there. And here's all the accessories. Here's some bake turns, 9-inch, 12-inch. You can find these around. I think Terry Flynn has the 12-inch. I'm not sure. But it also has a guardrail on the side. It's black, so the car just doesn't go flying off the track there. So we got 9 and 12. Here's 15-inch straights. 9-inch straights is very, very common. This is not a common piece of track. They're out there though. You have your manual lap counter. This one does not have a lap counter. This set here, nor am I interested. I still have to see if I can, the AFX lap counter will fit on this track. We'll snap in. Here's your crisscross. And so what we get with this kit is we're going to get another squeeze or crash piece there, crash track. You're going to get a couple of 9-inch straights, and then you're going to get the spin out track, which is pretty cool. This is actually pretty nice. I've seen this in action on a short YouTube short. And what will happen is, as you're racing, and this is battery operated, you have to put batteries in it. There's this slot car here, and it's on a pin, and what it'll do is it'll simulate a spin out like if the car is crashing, and it'll move from one side to the other in intervals. So you probably get a couple laps in before this car actually moves, depending how fast the car is, how big the track is. So it'll act as if it spins and spinning out and crashing, and your job is to avoid the crash either by slowing down or beating the car spinning. And so it'll move in intervals, and if you do hit it, it's made to come off the pin, and then you can reattach it at a later time. So it is made to get hit. So, but this was cool. I think I paid $18 for this through his eBay, Terry Flynn's eBay site. If you go through his website, I think it was like 13, almost $14. So you say I paid I paid shipping $4 for this. So yeah, check out his website if you do have, you need lifelike track as well, if you already have the sets, or if you're after one of these, he does have these. So yeah, at some time I'll get this all together after I rebuild these cars, and we'll give it a whirl. I'll do a showing of just the standard setup, and then I'll add this in and give it a whirl. Big Buenos Toys, thank you for watching.